Good morning. Welcome to ABC123Trader. Today is, I don't know what January it is. January something. 28th, 2021. It's 15 minutes before the New York Open. And we'll get going here right away. And I'm going to switch to the intro about risk disclaimer. Everything here is for educational purposes only. And anything I'm trying to hopefully teach you guys today will hopefully be value added in order for yourself to become a consistent trader. Other than that, I'll let you finish this reading. We'll grab coffee and we'll start up right away here. Ah, the doves. Just found out doves love cat food. Okay, so let's transition to a trade live here and we will get going. Ooh. You shouldn't be called Momo, Edmonton. You should be called Wow Wow with that temperature. Wow, I don't like it. Good morning, everybody. This is Mr. Dress Up. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, so anyways, welcome to ABC Trader. I'm going to hopefully give you some education today. But before we do that, I was reading a really interesting article about us little retail traders. I can find it. It was a group of traders that have $500 to $2,500, and it hit the big hedge fund managers. Good morning, Beyond Scorpion. And the interesting thing was, I can't find it, but it was this company called GameStop. And what this hedge fund manager wanted to do, yeah, it was Reddit. That's right, Beyond Scorpion. It was amazing. What it was, these retail traders said, screw you to the big guy. And what the hedge fund managers wanted to do was to bankrupt GameStop and reap the profits. And all these retail guys said, nope, we're not going to do it. And what they did is they bought and they short squeezed the guys, and the hedge fund managers lost a crap load of money. Felt so good. Felt so good. The little guy finally got a one-up. So the interesting thing was now these hedge fund managers want to change the rules in order for us retail traders, what we're doing today, hopefully we won't be trading anymore because they want to control all the monies. Hopefully it won't go through, but it was a really, really good lesson for these greedy guys. With that being said, let's get into the markets and we'll see what's going to happen. 10 hours from now, guys. See this? 9 hours and 56 minutes. 5 phases coming in. Everything's looking good. And look at how this whole pattern worked. We were in profit in the beginning if we were just a position trader. And guess what? Look where we're within that range. We did get back into profit again, but they held it for that longest time. This phase worked, that phase failed. But now we're at post-election now. So, I mean, and so now we're going to start seeing what the policies of the Biden administration is going to do. So now the markets are starting to kind of correct itself. So what we're going to look here is I changed the indicators because I actually did a presentation. I did a presentation on this. I created this website, and I'll just do it really quickly here. So I've been busy for the past while. That's why I've been cutting off short. I'm trying to do another GoFundMe for this Gennaro Estrada. So I built this site, and Momo Edmonton, there's your student right there. And so I was just trying to get that thing going. That's why I've been running around. And I lost all my templates. So anyways, I created a new template, and this template is basically just a time scanner on the 1 hour chart. So it looks like we're supposed to be buying today, and as you can see, right at 8 a.m., look how it started cruising up till 1 in the afternoon. So there could be a lot of chop in this zone. That's why I put this box here. And then from 1 o'clock, another sell-off. Okay? And I think they might sell off to get their buy position right about here for the buy phase, because remember, we said 10 hours. So it could be kind of tricky today. Okay? Now, the next thing what we're going to do is we'll start taking a look at a couple other things. And I'm going to really try to focus on that you can understand these 3 times I've been really trying to push. Okay, I'm going to transition into, because we're not going to trade until the top of the hour. Oops, wrong chart. Sorry guys. Let's transition again. We're not. Oh yeah, I'm on the right chart here. Don't look at all. Good morning, Isham. So what I really want to focus on today, and I'm going to use NASDAQ because the volatility is high again. Volatility means making money. And what this chart here is, if you have the license of NinjaTrader, you can get the volumetrics chart. If you open up the chart, you're going to start seeing numbers, there's the order flow snap numbers, but I really don't care about those at this point in time because the market's moving so fast. I want to see this color graphic. Okay, what I've done here, I also have this indicator I never really taught you guys about, or I taught. I call it the energy. And as you can see on the bottom here, I'm going to see if I can move it up here. Let me get rid of, let's get rid of the cumulative data, delta for now. There we go. Let's open this baby up. It's kind of like the Williams in a sense, with a simplified version when I was working on it. What this will do is once it breaks a super push or energy push of volumetrics, they will break the average cycle. I call it at 100%, and I'll push it, and they'll see what happens. So big sell-off, still pushing big sell-off. But what I'm trying to teach you guys is at the top of the hour. See this from 9:52 to 10 o'clock here? And we're trying to pinpoint our area, top of the hour. See how it's just bottoming it out and then snap back? So what I did on this volumetrics, because I'm using NASDAQ, I'm using 5,000 volumes. So let's go to the data series so you can understand. I'm using a volumetric, base type volume, base type variate 5,000. Okay, I put 5 days of data for that, and that's all I want. And then when I'm looking for internal data, I want to show the profile, which is this little color blue graphic thing with the yellow bar. Okay, and then I want to show the imbalance, and the imbalance is those the blue and the kind of the magenta colors. And I also put, I guess, show maximum down here. I was playing around. Okay, so when I have that said and done, I'm really not, I just want to kind of keep an eye only at the top of the hour. I will look at the energies when she's transitioning. If I see the reversal, and here's our EMA right here, and it's an EMA 10. Okay, guys, not a 20, not a 50, a 10, because we got to see that quick snap, and then we can ride it up. But look how far it rides from 10 o'clock. Top of the hour, here's 11 o'clock. 1 hour move. See? Reversal. Top of the hour, peak once again. We're going to start, and I'll teach you where to focus on the pinpointing area, because look at this. Because unless you use micros, that's a $400 bar here. Okay, guys? So we really have to pinpoint to our areas. And then we take it down. 12 o'clock, 12:05, once again, gets back to the zone. Top of the hour, 12:05, bounce again. Over and over and over again. And this is what I want to focus on today. If it doesn't work on top of the hour, then okay, then I want to show my trading within the top of our hour. But if you can understand that, and I showed you a few of those trades I said I'm trading at exactly at 10 o'clock and 45 seconds, and I would do a short, or exactly at 10 o'clock and 45 seconds, I put a long on. It's because we know at the top of the hour they're pushing it. Okay, now what I want to show you when using the time indicators as well, because those time indicators works for confirmation. I'm going to transition into with the market maker, so we know where there's support and resistance. Let me switch some of these charts here. And if you can hear that bonging sound, I'm not sure if I have computer sounds on right now. All it means is a blue bar is getting activated right now. So what we're looking at is, if I was up, and actually I slept in here, but look where we are again. If you were early enough on the trade, bottom of the hour, so it was 8 o'clock. It took about 15 minutes before we started to notice the bottom. What we're going to do is we're going to look within this price range where the high volume is, and then what we'll do, let's go back. Where's today? That's 4 o'clock, 8 o'clock. There we go. And it was the first snap. Transition again. So right around 8:12 to, we'll have to go back and actually I'll just drag the screen over a little bit here. So 8:12 to 8:17, we know we're in the zone here. So we're trying to pinpoint the zone of interest, because now we're going from a big 20-point range to maybe 5 or 10, and we have to really watch it, because this blue bar here is what you're looking for. Hopefully we're in the right part of the zone. See if it snaps back, does it again, double bottom, away we go. Now when we do that, and you can see here we're just starting to cross over right about here, snap back here within that range, and this is around 8:20 to 8:30. This is our bar right here, same bar. See the 8:20, 8:30. So we're watching the confluence of the bar, and you can see pull down, big explosion going up. And then what you can do, if you're feeling a little nervous, you could put literally a limit order on this yellow line here. That wouldn't have got you in, but maybe you had it on this line. If you're knowing you feel confident enough, and then try to jump in early enough, and away you went. If we took that trade today, let's say we got it somewhere right around here. Risk reward, I always do that. Ruler. If we got somewhere right in that zone somewhere, currently right now, wow, look at that. 50, 50, 50. That's $3,000 move from 8 o'clock to 8:30 to 9:30 on one contract. So, but it looks like the market should be coming up. Now, also in the volumetrics, we're going to be looking at today. That's not ruler. I'm going to put an oval. We're going to look at area of interest here, somewhere around here. Area of interest. Area interest first here, there, and number 3. Hopefully it can come down in the morning, because we're getting at 9:29, 1 minute before the market open. Maybe we'll get to a bigger sell-off, and maybe if you look at this 60%, look to the left to trade to the right, maybe we can get in this zone here. We'll find out, but I would like to see it hit this by top of the hour, so by 10 o'clock. That's what I'm going to shoot for. And then what we're going to do, let's move this down. As you can see, it peaked out, and she's ready for a sell-off. Now what we can do, I'm going to transition. Let's open this up maximum. let's start taking a look at the different charts. So here you can tell we're at that peak. Now we should see that sell off. Hopefully we can get within this zone. And we're, look at this again. Day trend is back to market maker, guys. Beautiful. 50% retracement market maker. Now hopefully we can see this big sell off. It says till 11 o'clock, but we'll find out here. And then we just be patient and try to get that one trade in for the day or the two, not these little micro trades. We want them, let them play the market. You know what? It's let these guys do their thing, whip everybody out, and then when everybody gets frustrated and walks away for the day, then we'll jump in. So that's about it for what we're looking at. Let's see if I have anything else here, because I think it will retrace, but we've just got to give it some time. Here's market open here. If we can get down in these zones, even look at this baseline, everything's kind of lining up. I just don't want it to explode all the way up, unless if it's going to go from the top and reverse down. Let's remove all drawing. Let's see if I have any. So, because they already had their major impulse move. Okay, now what if we do this? If this was the first initial impulse move, let's see where our confluence is. See? 61.8. Look at this, guys. Right here. I like that. I've never heard. What is Jose doing in the background? Jose, what are you doing? That would be good. I don't know. I'll ask him. So, but do you guys have any questions about what my methodology is right now? Here, I'm going to switch this right here. Transition. So as you can see, here's the sell-off right here. See how thin the bar is? I'm going to open this up so you guys can see it a little bit better on the screen here. So right now, there's their volume point of control from support and resistance, and they're trying to work its way down. Okay, I really don't care on top of the hour, because you know how erratic it can be. We'll let them play this game down, hopefully to here, and we'll watch what the volumetrics is. Yeah, that Reddit article, if you guys watched it, I mean read it, it gives me that feels good, you know, because these guys, they keep on ripping people off over and over and over again. Then they go into you know, these whatever, these business finance channels, and then they say, well, you know, blah blah blah, and they're thinking they're these experts, but they're just shell sellers. It's like there was a movie called I remember it was with George Clooney and Julia Roberts, and the guy they were shamming something. Are you serious? Wow. They took it down. When did this morning? Interesting. I wonder if I can contact them and put them on my Discord so these people can just keep on continuing. Look at the power of these big elitists, man. Yeah. We make a few dollars and they don't like it, eh? Mm. Disgusting. So, anyways, I'm digressing here. We got to start looking at the charts. Unbelievable. So, anyways, here we are. Market open is actually relatively flat today, which I'm, you know, because we've had a couple of good violent days. But one of the, you know what wow. And they shut it down because, wow. That's amazing. Okay, swing scanner. I got to turn one of these off. The swing scanner. Let's remove that because I'm getting some. Give a second here. There we go. So see, it's a positive number today, so we will expect positivity majority of the time. So we're at 0.85. Hopefully, if this goes down, this will be at 0.4 to 0.3. This is what the current market conditions are as positive numbers, right? So Yes, they are, Isham. I agree. It's about time. They've made too much money off of us. Okay. So what we're doing is we're going to wait until, like I said, top of the hour. We'll even look at quarter past. There's actually a couple other times. There's about 9:37, but there was no price action at 9:37. 9:45, sometimes it will push right down really fast, but it looks like it's holding. So when it does a holding pattern like this, guys, it's usually at 8 o'clock, or not 8 o'clock, sorry, 10 o'clock. I'm always talking Mountain Standard Time to myself. So I'm just going to let it play for a while. And what I'm going to do, bye-bye, Melvin. I like it. Can you guys hear this bonging sound? I put the sounds on there. If not, I have to add it to my computer. Digital media source. Let's see. I think you can hear it, can you? Let's see here. So what I have, actually, I'm going to show you guys so you understand. And this is in the new update. Okay, if you guys didn't update on the Discord, these little blue lines, I added these two options in volume. I also fixed the time scanner because the time scanner was deleting everything. So what you do is you can turn these on, and I have this called Alien Alarm Drum. So I'm going to change the file here. I'll change it, let's say, air horn. So if you add this, if you see this, I mean, you can change your volume. So whenever a blue bar activates, you'll get the bong drum and on this, okay? And that's what it's for, because what we want to know is if we're not watching the chart, we hear that noise, then what we want to do is look at the price action and see what's going to happen here. Because it's already at 0.91, and I don't like that. I want it to push down. And it looks like it's not pushing down, but we'll wait till top of the hour. Hopefully we get this big sell-off, till 8 o'clock or 10 o'clock, and then bounce back in for the continuation. That's what I'm shooting for. And where are we on the 5 minute? See, 5 minutes holding. Nothing fancy. And let's do this Fibonacci retracement. Let's see where we are currently from we'll look at the micro swing. So it's within that day trend pullback. Let's do another one here, and that would be a 50% pullback. So 6158 on the long swing to the short swing. So if we can get back down to this zone, this is the area of interest we really want to get into for a continuation. And give it time. Let the trade happen, because at 9:45, it's saying we're peaking out on our data mining analysis to 11. So maybe we don't have a 10 o'clock trade. Maybe we don't have a trade into 11. We'll find out. But remember, that one trade, especially on NASDAQ, guys, that one move, I'm going to transition. Now, let's take a look at this whip out. Okay, we've been playing 4 bars here within this range. Look at that. That's $1,000 move back and forth, back and forth. Guys are just getting crushed right now. Okay, now let's transition here. This is a 5 minute chart, and see how they're getting crushed back and forth, back and forth. We don't want that. We want to wait till when it does that high acceleration move, then the squeeze, get into that area of interest, and then we get the snap. That's all we're waiting for. And remember, if you do even, like yesterday was a perfect day of trading. When I shut her down, I actually took some trades later. It's easier for me to trade when I'm not live because I'm trying to educate at the same time. So I try to show you guys a trade so you can understand the methodology and then go on from there. But if you look at it, where we were, 10 o'clock top of the hour, the bounce back, 11 o'clock top of the hour, bounce down, 12 o'clock bounce up. See? Top of the hour, top of the hour, top of the hour. Over again. Let's go back another day here. Doesn't happen every day, but once you start seeing that rhythm, 10 o'clock, top of the hour, 11 o'clock, bottom of the hour, and then see, this was half hour. But you could see, there's always that one top of the hour, bottom hour. And look at, we're right in that day trend area where I like, and then you can ride it up to the rest of the day. And that's what we're looking for. Let's do another day here. This one, unfortunately, it was a runner all day. No movement. 10 o'clock top of the hour, came back down only for a little bit. 11 o'clock top of the hour, came down a little bit. They wanted to push it for that day. And that's okay. Let's go to the next day. Micros, 10 o'clock top of the hour. 11 was ugly, but by 11:15, if we looked at our price action, back to our zone of interest, there they took that run. Over and over and over again. And so when we're looking at 10:15, 10:30, 10:45, let's just look at top of the hour because they're computer algorithms, guys. And so we're looking at a 1 minute chart because we need to pinpoint for pricing. Unless we're using micros, you have that room of error. So what we want to do is get to that area of interest, pinpoint as tight as possible, and then let her go. Because if we get in, like from here, from 12 till 3, and this thing's running, yeah, you're always going to be making money and you have no issue there. But they like, see, look at this one. This is the one, these are the sleeper ones. You're saying, okay, I'm bored, I'm done. There's no price action. It is what it is. But we know by the morning, by the top of the hour, if nothing's going to happen by 11, we can make a few points and we're done. And you'll get those days. But here you go. These are the ones we like. Top of the hour. Look at this. It went to 10:15 so fast we would have cashed out by 3 fib targets. But look at this. 11 o'clock, bottom of the hour, back to 12. So when we see that big punch, we know we can get in these time frames. Let's see another one here. This one's tighter. Top of the hour, 10. Right down this, they went to do 10:15, 11 o'clock. Let's go straight up. Now they're holding. So this one was super fast, so we have to watch, right? But they are going back to support and resistance. We always have to look at that. Boom, boom. I don't like the super tight ones, but it is what it is. And now, this is where we are currently. So what was this at? 9:40, 9:45. They're still playing. We'll have to find out what happens at top of the hour. At 9:45, they want it to peak out and maybe push down on top of the hour going down. We'll see. And then I'll give you an example yesterday. I was with Jose yesterday. And we looked at it yesterday. And actually I was in a bad trade because I jumped in early. But we gave it time because I said it was going to come down. It was my stupidity. But we got her done. But here you go. We thought it was going to break this line, and I took the heat going back. But I knew at top of the hour, we looked. Once we get to the top of the hour, within that, this was 10:54 to 10:59:11. See this big blue bar, and then it held. Plus, we had another support and resistance, and this one was. Come on, don't do that on me. Let's see if I can show it to you. Squeeze that so it doesn't move as much. There it is, right here. And that was, oh, it doesn't show, but it was supposed to be, I think that was previous close or something. I think I turned the names off. Okay. So what we're going to be doing is when this is all said and done, by the top of the hour, boy, I sound like a preacher. Welcome, people. Always is, Rick Disham. Trust me, I lost a lot of money on an oil company I worked for. You know, I was, I'll just digress a little bit. When I was working in the oil patch, I graduated from the petroleum engineering program, and then I was working, and we were punching a whole bunch of holes in the Lloydminster area, Viking, all over. And it was a proven zone. And what a proven zone means, that they don't really need to survey the land. They know there's so much oil, and they know the section of oil for directional drilling. And when we were completing it, we were getting, what was it? It was, the cubes were amazing. I mean, it was just rich, okay? When oil crashed to about 25 bucks a barrel, I dumped in, was it 20 or $30,000 or something stupid like that into the shares of the company, of this energy company, because we knew what the volume is, and because we're drilling, they go bankrupt, so I lost my shirt on that. I said there's no way, and they were paying good dividends as well. 30 days later, they reopened and they took all our money and started drilling again. And that's was basically my final straw of working on stocks at the time, because I said, listen, I worked for the company. I knew the company. No, I was a third party of the company, but we knew all the proven zones. And I mean, it was insane, the volume that they were getting. And what they wanted to do is they needed extra money for capital, so they continued to drill. So they took all our money, and they destroyed a lot of people. And I was so angry. And then I went back to the patch a couple more times, and then that last one, the final straw, before I started doing all this, before I started writing the software and starting to show it to the public, was they called me up to do a project, and I drove 4 days because I'm in Mexico. I said, all right, okay, I'll get back in the patch there one more time, say hi to the guys. And then we have to do the drug test, everything's all good. We get to the site. And then all of a sudden, halfway through the meeting, this big CEO said, no, we canceled the project. So all these guys were getting everything prepped, dropping everything so they can go to work. Now we lost our contract. And that's when I just said, I had enough of all these stupid games from these corporate shills and all this stuff. And I just started really focusing on day trading. Anyways, I digress. The oil patches, it's good for making revenue, but there's a lot of sacrifices as well. Less family time. You're out there 12 hours a day. Sometimes back then it was, you might be working 21, 28 days and get 3 days off. It all depends what part of the industry you're in. So now let's take a look at the pull down here, and we will go back. Yeah, she's not moving much right now today, guys. Hopefully we can get to that day trend section. Transition. There we go. And that also happened to me on another time. I put in, I don't know how many thousands. It was at the time, it was my financial advisor. He said, this company will never go under. It was called 360 Networks, and it was owned by Ledcor Industries, or Leddy Brothers. And what they were doing, it was in the 90s, they were putting fiber optic cables for high-speed internet. Well, guess what? They went under too, and then 30, 60 days later, they started up again, because they said they had too much bandwidth and nobody would be doing all this technology stuff today. Well, guess what? 360 is still around, and they're making tons of money on, not data sharing, but, their data lines. It drives me nuts. Alrighty. So as you can see, now we are, on the right screen. That was the peak. So they're still playing this game. We still have our trending up. We are in positive mode. Hopefully, let's get down here. I want to see this big quick sell-off. Oh, she's just starting on the, let me see, where we got 10 minutes before it gets to that area. Now let's look at this. Looking at this chart doesn't look like it's much, but this is how deceiving it is. Now on a 15-second chart, look how fast this drop was. And we want to see if it can get down. This is market open price line. So what they did, impulse move, try to buy in a better right, and we'll see what happens at top of the hour. And then we can go from there. Now, let's transition back. Let's start taking a look. 1, 2, 3. Let's see if we can get a really good sell-off. See if we can get some green energy by 10, 10, 15 for the reversal. So we're getting there. I'll be back in a second, guys. Yeah, but remember, I lost that. Alrighty. That chart here. So as you can see, energy's dropping down, getting close to the top of the hour. What I'm going to do is I didn't put it on this other. Let's transition. And let's see what's happening now. We're still in that buying phase. We actually literally hit. There's first bounce, second bounce, sell off. Okay. We actually hit already Fibonacci extension first thing in the morning. So we do need that pullback to 50% to 13,024. This is where that sweet spot is. And where's 13,024? That is actually right here within the zone, 2524. Right here. So if we can get into that zone. And then once it hits that 50% retracement mark, transition again. This 50% retracement mark where the market makers are. See this? Beautiful. Go back in, or it'll be close. Here's your baseline center too. This is what we have to see. Let's see if we can get a really good sell-off here. And where are we right now? We have that first peak, second peak. We haven't had a really big volume spike except for the first morning. See, from 943. Yeah, we're on the right chart. 943 to 945, big buying pressure, as you can see. And now they're playing this game. First sell off, little buy up. They're playing games here. Still above market open. Let's see if they can get down. Let's see here. We need to get down within these two ranges if we can. It's just holding right now. And that, what is that range in 5,000? Yeah, see, that's $600. It's about a $600 swing up and down, guys. Okay, are we top of the hour? 9:55. Let's see if they can peak out for the reversal. That means we did our move up. This was a long hour. Hopefully we can get to the peak to the up, come back down, and then at 11 o'clock, somewhere around there, we buy back in. We'll see. We'll see what the price action is. Oh, and then transition again. Let's go back to the 1 minute chart here. I'm going to see. I didn't put time scanner on here, so I'm curious what the data mining is saying. So 10:03 looks like they want to sell. And that's that 10:03 time I was talking about before. 10:03, 10:15, 10:27. They're really tight. I don't like those. Oh yeah, this is a 1 minute chart. That's why. Okay, so let's go time scanner to a 5 minute to see what it says instead. Say 9:45 to 11. Wow. Still wants to push it up, but we do need those micros. So let's go time scan again. Time, we've got 3 more minutes. Let's see what a 3 minute data mine is. Still 9:45 there on a 3 minute time scan. It'll be interesting, we'll see. So we're getting close, and transition. We don't see any really good aggressive price action, then we don't have to do anything. And as you can see, we got that first wave, second wave, and then transition again. And right here, we're looking at 1, 2, it's supposed to reverse, come down, come up. There's still momentum panel, which is this line, is still going up. Buy sell activator is still on the upper side, and actually the super trend is trying to push for selling. That's what it means right now. But it hasn't crossed because it's trying to push. And then let's go to our 15-second chart because we're getting top of the hour. Which 15-second chart should we look at, guys? That's 1 minute. There's that other 15-second. That's 5 minutes, sorry. Okay, so we're at 1% up. Hopefully we could see 958. Wouldn't it be nice to see on top of the hour just to push one more time for the sell-off? Because we got 3 areas of interest here. We'll find out top of the hour, 10 o'clock. Let's see what they're going to do here. So don't break down yet. We still got a minute to go. I want to see impulse move going up actually, but let's take a look at this transitions. Boom. The area of interest, if it does work, we got 3 yellow lines here. I could put a sell limit order here, but I want to see from top of the hour what their energy is. 320, 325. Because we're just breaking down. Because they need to close their positions top of the hour here. Which way are they going to punch? Let's try to transition here. See what these guys are going to do top of the hour. Is there going to be any crazy price action? Top of the hour happens. That's 10 minutes, 15 seconds. 10 o'clock, 15 seconds. If I go, I'll stop. Might be wrong on this one. Ooh, she moves slow on that chart. Oh, why? Come on, bring it up. Come on. I want to move it up. Getting a lot of... See my computer screaming like crazy now? Let's see if I can switch it on this one. Will it move easier? Yeah, this one moves easier here. Now let's see. 0.2. Still top of the hour. We got 10:03 was our sell time. Giving it some time to play. %. If it goes up at 10 o'clock, then we have our 10:15. I would love to literally see a big blue bar for the reversal. That's what I'm trying to shoot for. And with this, which chart I'm on? With this flashing, this is just a swing thing on the swing analyzer here. Okay, here we go. Here's that push. Let's see a blue bar, guys. I'm going to go F6 at top of the hour. Let's see if they can go right up to there. This horizontal line. I'll move this to here for now. I got to use my other screen for pushing this. I want to see a big... Come on, give me that blue bar. Keep on pushing it. This is what I'm looking at, guys. So, looking at this price action here, I want to see it to get to the top of this zone, but what I want to look for is a blue bar. But what I'm going to do right now is I just want to stay just out of that zone for now until they're done, because it's still blocked. So let's create a rectangle here. This zone here. This is that zone. Still playing with. They'll have to push it down. If it does do a good sell-off, we can get to 30, 50, 30, 40. Because they're playing really slow right now. Because 10:03 was supposed to be a sell-off. Which chart am I on? Yeah, I'm on the right chart. Let's hopefully we see that blue bar. Come on, guys. Are they going to push it up to the top? Fibonacci retracements. Let's go Fib retracement. Yeah, last major swing. It's 3109. We'll see. And how we're on that chart. Let's transition again so you can see. I'm looking at see what the average swing is for now. 27. Still too rich yet. Give us some time before they snap. I want to see to get right up here. Transition again. See if we can get that nice blue bar. If not, then we'll wait till then. I have to wait till 11, and I'll just maybe shutter down this recording down and try it again at 11. And this is what I'm going to be doing, guys. So now my question is, which chart am I on? I'm going to transition here. Let's go like this. Control 3. Well, I'll click on the screen here first. Control 3. Control 3 shows volume profile. So this is where 92, where all the